Not at all. All right, good afternoon. Welcome to Hazel Park Ice Arena. Back from the side of game one. Thoughts? 2-0 on the weekend, takes on Okanagan. Hawks has almost assuredly got a spot in the semifinal. As long as they don't lose by double digits in this game, they've done enough to secure a spot. First meeting between Fox and Okanagan. Fox down Leland Henning for this game, dealing with a groin issue. Not the greatest of angles here, right behind both benches. So if they stand, we're going to have problems seeing. So looks like Jack Granville is playing D, not Pale. Dylan Ryan, Ryder, Langan, Coops, and Chase Hanrahan in that. Face off one to Dylan, throwing it deep on net. Goalie puts it into the corner. Ryan with a hit behind the net. This is Olympic ice, so a little bit more room than the boys are used to. Thrown in deep. Okanagan lets to break it out. Cut off by Adams. Poked ahead to Ryan. Ryan enters the zone, goes wide, goes to breaks on, takes a look. Ryan, double cycling it down. Now he does. He's got Adams. Adams takes the hit, tied up, still with the puck, knocks off his stick, takes it away with Ryan. Ryan in the slot, can't get a shot off. Langan steps, poke past him. Hoops has to get back and takes that away. Costa puts it in the corner. Okanagan sends one behind the net. Adams over for it. He's not going to get there. Poke down deep. Oops, thrown behind the net. Chase goes down, can't get this out. Langan with it, rims it for Dylan. Dylan knocked off that puck. Okanagan with it. Backhanded through the middle, taken by Costa. Has his stick lifted, put in the corner. Okanagan side of the net. Chase fights this off with the shoulder, put in the near side corner now. Ryan on him. Shot, Chase glove save. Gonna go with Hartz, Molyneux, Thornton, Prochalk, Granville. Face off, tied up. Prochalk in for it. Okanagan gets there. Andrew skates out with it over to Kale. Kale chips ahead to Kai. Kai in the middle, can't get it to Kale. Kai in the corner still. Cycles it back for Kale. Kale chips it all the way around. Nobody over there. Okanagan chips past Andrew. Granville gives chase. Gets there. Backhanded Andrew. Backhands one over to Kale. Kale's got Hartz, tips it to him. Hartz enters the zone, tipped in deep. Hartz picks this up in the corner. Choke past him. Ball throws this into the corner. Gives chase. Through the middle, that connects on Okanagan stick. Durrani and Fink with Penny, Ball, and Molyneux still. Fink up for Ty. Ty chips to Penny. Penny, red line, can't get that deep. He's knocked off that puck. Puck iced down by Okanagan. Durrani and Fink, Penny, Ball, and Taya. Face off one up top to Fink. Got through. Saved by the goalie. Durrani thought about stepping, bails. Through the middle, Parker has that batter past him. Down low. Parker ties him up. Puck pops free to Fink. Fink fans on this, gets taken down from behind. Puck through the middle, poked away by Durrani to himself. Backhands it along for Taya. Taya backhand forehand, enters the zone, throws the brakes on. Turned over. And Taya gets back on it, thrown out of the zone, right to Parker at the red line. Parker drops it back to Langan. Langan takes a look, backhands one to Taya, sends this in deep. Okanagan with it, off the boards. Icing's waved off. Hoops back for it. Hoops behind the goal line. Backhands one along for Dylan. Dylan's got Ryan to the middle. Tipped one to him. Ryan enters his zone. Goes wide, taken away from him, but Dylan picks him up. Puck kept in by Dill. Ryan turns on it to Ryder. Ryder backhands one to Ryan. Do his leg, scores. Ryan Teuscher opens the scoring. 12:33 into the first period. Shades of a Little Caesars OT winner between the legs. Fink and Langen off. Coach Hawk and Granville on. Face off one to Jack. Red line deep. Goalie fans on this. Ryder with it behind the net. Turned over. Okanagan for a minute. Catches. Shot. Chase fights this off. Covered. Molyneux, Hearts, Day, Granville, Coach Hawk. Face off one to Granville. Turns with it. Off the glass. Kicked down by Okanagan. Granville with it. Goes D to Coach Hawk. Andrew through the middle. Skips past Kai. Icing. Face off one to Andrew. Goes behind the net. Up for Kai. Kai takes a look. Flips ahead. Too far for Day. Okanagan with it. Hart skates into it. Can't keep that out of the zone. Okanagan enters 3-on-3. Poked away by Andrew. Still in the zone. In deep on Granville. Shot. Side of the net. Okanagan with it. Goes down. Through the middle. Kai takes this away. Kai against the red line. Walks through. He's got 4 on him. Kai takes a look. Knocked off that puck. Okanagan just ices this down. Ball, Penny, and Taya, Durrani, Fink. Ball through the middle. Over to Durrani. Shot. Save. Loose. Delayed call here on Okanagan. Box to the power play. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Parker, Andrew. Face off one to Adams. To Durrani. Down for Ryan. Ryan up top for Andrew. Andrew sends one through. Tip wide by Dylan. Okanagan on it. Ryan keeps this in. Tough tip down to Ryder. Ryder up top for Andrew. Andrew over to Parker. Parker to Andrew. One timer save. 1:36 left on the power play. Ryan doesn't get this. Okanagan throws it out of the zone. Face down to play it. Sets it up for Parker. Parker takes it behind the net. Ryan circles low. Parker takes it. Parker to Andrew. Andrew enters the zone with speed. Cuts the middle. Andrew pulls it back to Parker. Parker sends one down low. Back to Ryan. Top of the circle shot over the net. Puck rims all the way around. Andrew picks this up in the corner. Drops for Parker. Parker at the blue line over to Andrew. Andrew down for Ryan. Bouncing puck. Ryan gives it back to Andrew. Andrew back to Ryan. Ryan at the hash mark. Shot wide. Loose. Parker backhander save. Ryan picks us up behind the goal line. He's got Ryder in the middle. Can't hit him. Puck comes all the way out of the zone. Nope. Parker keeps it in. Adams cycles it down. Okanagan gets this. Throws it out of the zone. 38 seconds left on the power play. Puck to Dylan. Dylan tries to go across ice for Langenkamp. Poked out by Okanagan. Out of play. Face off one by ball to Langen. Tosses to Coops. Coops back to Jack. Jack straight up to Kai. Skips over his stick. In the zone. Okanagan with it. Try to rip it out. And they do. Langen cuts it off in the neutral zone. Near side to Coops. Coops skates this in. 13 seconds left. Goes to break time. Coops with it. Over to Langen. Langen top of the circle. Up top for Costa. Costa down low. Penny looks for a tip. Doesn't find it. It's in the middle. Chase lets him know. Power play is over. 5-on-5 hockey. Penny with it in the corner. Taken away. Guy reverses it. Back down deep. Coops. Tries to get it deep. Fox touches up. Okanagan with it behind the net. Looks to break out through the middle. Chip and touched by Okanagan. Granville picks this up. Backhands it for Andrew. Andrew drags around. Skips over to Granville. Skips his stick. Ball takes a hit with the puck to Kai. Kai chips the head to Andrew. Andrew enters his zone. Andrew has that poked away to Kai. Kai to Granville. Kai still with it. Shot. Save. Art today throwing thing, Granville Crochalk. Takes out one down low. Day on it. Okanagan with it. Chip through. Poked around Granville. Andrew in for it. Andrew still with it. Backhands one along the tail. Tail off the boards for Hart. Not far enough. Andrew blocks this. Pokes through the middle. Okanagan can't keep it in. Rimmed in deep. Chase sets this up for Granville. Granville over to Kale. Kale. Oh my gosh, Kale. Puck in the corner. Andrew on it. Puck chips ahead. Day on it. Day in deep. Kale on the forecheck. Behind the net. Okanagan with it. Chip through to Parker. Parker walks through. Got Taya. Slides it to him. Jake cuts the middle shot. Tip Parker just wide. Through the middle. Ryan can't get a stick on it. Hart's on it. Thrown in deep. Taya on the forecheck. Puck taken by Parker. Off the boards. Chip that Dylan. Doesn't get a skate on this. Okanagan picks it up though. Thrown all the way down. Hits a stick. No icing. Parker picks this up. Off the board for Dylan. Dylan stops it. Takes a look. Regains the red line. Kicks it ahead to himself. Slides into Ryan. Shoots. Scores. Good pass from Dylan. Ryan finish it back to the door. Face off, Okanagan. Near side. Whip in. Chase cuts this off. Throws it behind the net. Langen rims it around. Ty lifts the stick. Pucks out of the zone. Okanagan with it. Ball on the forecheck. Almost gets a piece of this. Okanagan with it. Tipped in around Penny. Coop cuts it off. Coop flips it out of the zone. Okanagan with it. Taken away by Ball. Ball around the contact. Skates it in. Cuts through the middle. Knocks off this puck. Ball picks it up. Drags through the goal line. Sends one through the crease. Ty picks it up in the corner. Ty stop and start behind the net. Cycles it for ball. Easton pulls it out B side. Tries to go up the wall. Can't. Taken away by Okanagan. Penny with the hit. Chase stops the puck at the goal line. Rims it around for Ty. Ty brings it back behind the goal line. Cuts up through the middle. Still with it. Ty gets this out of the zone. Thrown right back in. Langen on it. Through the middle. Ty ahead for Kale. Cut off by Okanagan. Kale on the forecheck. Pokes chip through the zone. Poked away by, I think, Granville. In deep. Okanagan on it. Ripped icing. There's up one in the corner. Kale gets chased. Pokes this down low. Okanagan with it behind the net. Tipped ahead. Through the middle. Poked in deep. Chase plays it. Chase rims it around far side for Day. Doesn't get there. Takes a hit. Pucks that in deep. Comes all the way around for Kale. Kale chips this. Not out. Comes back to him. Goes back to Granville. Jack cycles it for Kale. Kale skates into it. Slides on ahead. Turned over. Shot. Chase glove save. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Fink, Duraney. It's Dylan skips off his stick out of the zone. Dylan steals the boards, gets the puck, pokes it back for Parker. Parker to Fink. Fink up ahead for Dylan. Dylan enters the zone. Got Ryan with him. A little bit too far for him. Side of the net, front of the net. Okanagan through the middle, taken by Duraney. Parker chips to Dylan. Dylan fans on it. Chipped out of the zone. Fink picks this up. Back off the boards. Hits Dylan. Dylan gets a stick on it. Ryan gives chase. Okanagan rims with all the way around. Adams over. Gets a stick on it. Up to the point. Parker on it. Parker over to Fink. Backhands this one in the zone. Gives chase. Bails out now. Adams with it. Sauced over him, but right to Ryan. Parker's going to pick this up. D to Fink. Fink through the middle. Misses Adams. That's on net, though. Okanagan with it. Fink with the hit. Frees this up. Penny backhands this along for Langen. Langen gets it back to Braxton. Skips over his stick. Okanagan takes this. Kai pressures him. Touch back down low on him. Fink takes this away. Soft chip. Penny with the body. Kai with the puck. Out of the zone. Okanagan puts it right in on Chase. Langen picks this up. Langen far side. Kai on the backhand. Enters the zone. Throws the brakes on. Drops for ball. Ball pokes around one. Reverses. Takes a hit. Okanagan can't get this out. Kai throws it back down. Hits Penny right in front of the net. Braxton and shoots. Save. Go loose. Kept in by Kai momentarily. Now it's knocked out up in the air. Kai gets it back. Keeps it in. Tries to go around the D. He's tied up. Puck and Ball's feet. And he puts it in the corner. Easton with it. Drops for Kai. Taken away. Ball back on it. Throws it up to the point. Langen can't get there. Comes out of the zone. Lang into ball. Ball at the red line. In deep. High on the forecheck. Tuck in deep. Lang in. Ties him up. Poke free. And Taya gets chase on the forecheck. Andrew with it. Slides it over. Too far for Granville. And Taya skates down for it. Taya avoids the hit. Gets it deep. Day moves it along. Up rimmed all the way around. Andrew thought about stepping. Doesn't. Gets this puck in the neutral zone. Backhands it for Taya. Gets stood up, but gets the puck into Hearts. Hearts over to Day. Day shot scores. Okanagan with it. Chips through the middle. Granville over his stick. Chase sets this up. Granville had for Day. Turned over in the middle. Out of the zone though. Okanagan pokes it back in. Andrew with it. Takes a look off the end boards to Granville. Jack through the middle. Hits Hearts. Just out of Taya's reach. Icing. Parker throws this. That's going to be an icing, unless Dylan can beat it. Nope. Nope. Face off, tied up in the dot. Duraney pulls it out, goes behind the net. Parker with it, up for Dylan. Dylan, red line, beats. In the corner, Okanagan with it. Parker takes this away. Through the middle, hits Dylan. Dylan in the middle, shot, save. Blocked away. Dylan back on it, throws it down low. Ladder gives chase. He's not going to get there. Up in the corner, Dylan with the hit. Bouncing puck. Parker takes this, waits, now he drives, gets it to Ryan. Ryan around the D. Shoots, saved. Up rimmed all the way around. Jack has his poke fast in. And on Dylan. Parker takes away middle. Smoke goes wide. Ryan with Ryder up ahead. Slides it to him. Oh, behind the net. Okanagan with it. Zip through the middle. Langen. Ties up. Okanagan takes it. Shot. Save. Oh, still with it. End of the period. Face off and tied up still in the dot. Pulled out by Okanagan, shot in deep. Down low now. Langen hooks it around for Coops. Coops gets ahead for Ty. Ty can't corral this. Shot goes wide. Big bounce down the ball. Ball off the glass for Ty. Knocked down by Okanagan. Penny skates into it though. Braxton enters. Drags it through. Ty with it. Cycles it back for ball. Fox is going to go to the power play here. Ball pulls this out. Fox gets the thick skater out. Dude, you're down 3-0. Chill out. Up to Kai. Takes it behind the net. Kai with it. Up for Langen. Langen for Andrew in his feet. Pulls it through. Skates it in. Andrew drags around. You're going to get a holding on Okanagan. Fox to the power play. Lightfield, Toysher, Adams, Duraney, Krochak. It's off in the corner. Okanagan on it. Tied up by Adams. Ryan pulls this out. Goes up top for Parker. Parker over to Andrew. Andrew drops to Ryan. Ryan goes to Parker. Top of the circle. Parker back to Ryan. Cuts middle over to Andrew. Just puts it into the corner for Dylan. Okanagan through the middle. Picked off by Parker. He walks down the slot. Shot blockered up into the netting. Okanagan doesn't get to this one. Now they do. Poked out Andrew to Parker. Parker to Ryan. Tip through the middle to Adams. Tries to go to Dylan. Puck is tipped out. Parker with it. Dylan slides one over to Andrew near side. Andrew just rips this in deep all the way around. Ryder gets there. Ryder puts this, hits his own feet, lifts the stick. Parker keeps this in. Parker pitches one right to Okanagan. Though slips out of the zone. Chase out the play in the corner. Touches it off the wall to Andrew. 50 seconds left on the power play. Andrew leaves this for Kale. Kale skates into it. Kale enters the zone. Slides it up top for Costa. Costa walks it over to Langen. Langen's got Jay back door. Doesn't see him. Tip by Tay over the net. Jay gives chase. Not going to get there. Costa pokes this through the zone. And one-on-one on Langen. Just pitched in on Chase. Oh, bouncing puck behind the net. Langen with a stick lift. Pops free to Kale. Kale pokes it in the corner. Cycles it for Langen. Langen on it. Over to Kale. Kale cross for Coops. Coops. Coops enters the zone. Drops for Kale. Kale through the check. Gets the day, rimmed all the way around back to into Kale's feet. Poked out, past Langen, past Parker. No icing. Parker on it. Cut through the middle. Almost forgets the puck. Moves it to Langen. Langen cross ice, hits a skate. Penny at the red line, regroups it back deep. Tries to go to Parker. It's turned over. Shot. Goal. First goal that Fox has surrendered this weekend comes in the third game, 12 minutes into the second period. Penny, ball high, Parker feint. Puck one to feint. See the boys answer right back here. Chip through the middle, picked off by Penny. Thrown in deep. Duraney on it. Cycles. Feint off the boards. Hits ball. Ball's got Kai streaking through the middle with Penny. Tips ahead to Kai. Kai enters the zone. Dropped the one right to Okanagan. Ball picks him up though. Rimmed around near corner. Tip past Kai. Parker down for it. Gets poked around him. 2-on-2. Forgets the puck. Poked in deep. Ball with it. Easton behind the net. Turned over again. Chase saves. Parker ices this down. Goes off, up in the air. Okanagan with it. Andrew takes this away. Ryan on it. Skates into this. Pokes it over to Dill. Over to Ryder. Back to Ryan. Save. Game 5 for Fox. Ryan ties this up. Okanagan comes away with it. Dylan through the hand. Wins this. Rims it around. Gets ahead. Okanagan on it. In deep. Dylan with the hit. Andrew takes the puck. Through the middle. Dylan's not going to get there. Puck in deep. Okanagan to the middle, doesn't connect. Andrew picks this up, rips it through the middle. Okanagan takes it. Enters the zone, thrown in behind the net. Granville isn't going to get there. Andrew with a whack at it, doesn't get there either. Okanagan rims around, far side. Adams gets chased, doesn't get there. Down low, Granville cuts this off. Chips through the middle. Ryan on the boards, pulls it out, D side, takes a look. Over to Andrew in front of the net. Andrew back to Ryan through the middle. Ryan skates this in. Cuts middle, off his stick. Pokes it away. Ryan drags around one. Poked free. Okanagan throws this down. That's going to settle. No icing. Langen picks it up for a chase. Goes behind his net. Cycles to Costa. Costa. D to D. Oh, no, through the middle of the Hearts. Hearts to Kale. Kale through the middle. In on net. Goalie fans on it. Oh. Kale with a stick. Drops this down deep. Off the boards. Hearts gets a skate on it. Coops gathers it in the neutral zone. Pitches it in deep. Oh, he gets caught by Okanagan. Kale pokes this. Coops takes the puck. Coops skates it free. Gets out front. Kale and Hearts. Kale has this tied up now. Poston tries to pull a D side. Ran off that puck. Kale gets it back, ties it back up. Hoops battled, tied up. Okanagan comes away with it. In deep on shit. Nope, not on pace. Goes into the corner. Langen off the glass for Intea. Intea and Langen collide. They go down. Puck shot through. Chase off the glass. Hoops over for it. Throws this out of the zone. Icing. That should get us to an ice cut. Oh, maybe not. Close. Yep.
I can't even drink canned coffee. See, I absolutely love it. I just posted about it. Yeah. I was leaving and just come up with another place. I know. I know. Coffee. You know. Yeah, we added it. I'm back again here and eight. So, and yeah, I had a coffee. I had different coffee. And it's certainly not. So the way the shares went on, so I was going to try to get set up where you're going to look over. Yes, yeah. They didn't have it. Tell me they I'm okay with you. Yeah. Well, I think we absolutely. Oh. You know what? I have to say that it's still. I mean, the unit's like it's a little bit different. I think I get more of a kick when it's not. I'm talking about that. This really doesn't do anything to me. Just like the yeah. 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 Yeah, I should have called her. Yeah, right. She's on that boss. Yeah. And then she had her skin done. Yes. For sure. Yes. Now she just had a surgery. Kathy, yeah. So, send me the you have to have some. I'm on Instagram. I don't think there's secret. Yeah. So I just had something funny. The answers and I'm probably. Oh, one way out. I like it. Yeah. Like, I mean, really. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then, you know, one how granddad or
What's that? All right. Face off to the right of Chase to start the second half. Hoops and Langen, Dylan, Ryan Ryder. 3-1 game. Face off won by Okanagan. Ryder escapes this out of his own. Through the middle hits Dylan. Dylan's got Ryan with him. Dylan slides, but through the legs just misses Ryan's stick. Ryan on it. Ripped the route by Dylan. Dylan with the hit puts him down in the corner. All the way down. Langen not going to get there, but Costa picks him up. Moves it ahead to Adams. Adams retreats behind the net. Takes a look. Adams ripped one near side to Dylan. Dylan in front of the Okanagan bench. Tosses one over to Ryan. Ryan enters the zone. Drops. Takes two to the middle. Shot. Hits a skate up into the net. Penny, ball, tie, Granville, Andrew. Easton ties him up in the corner. Braxton and ties, keeps it tied up. Puck top free to Easton. Easton in the corner creates a little space, avoids the hit. Centers the one. Granville fans on the shot, goes in the corner. Penny behind the net. Doesn't get there. Rimmed around by Okanagan. Tipped all the way down. No icing. Granville's the first one there. Poked away by Andrew. Along the goal line. In the corner. Penny with the hit. Pokes pulled away by Okanagan. Center. Granville gets a stick on it and skate. Loose in the middle. Chase pokes it away. Ball on it. Ball tipped ahead to Kai. Kai delays. Takes a look. Fresh troops for Fox. Kai off his stick. Parker picked it up in the D zone. Over to Fink. Fink up for Kale. Tipped in deep. Okanagan goalie out to play it. Rims around Harts. Parker picks this up. Through the middle of the Kale. Kale hits Parker, Harts. Harts in. Shot. Save. And Taya, Harts, Thornton, Fink, Duraney. Harts ties this up and Taya shot through the screen. Goalie saves it. Face off one by Okanagan in the corner. And Taya on him. Rimmed around. Kale cuts this off. Down for Antaya. Antaya's got Harts in the middle. Doesn't get through to him. Kale cuts this off. Kale goes down. Turned over. Parker steps, misses. Fink picks him up. Puck hits Parker, though. Pops the free to Antaya. Antaya's got Kale far side. Through the middle. That's not going to connect. Kale doesn't get there. Parker pokes this away. Okanagan still with it. Rimmed in deep. Fink in the corner for it. Cycled. Nope. Fink with the body. Pop free. D-Ray to Kale. Kale against the red line. Puts it in deep on net. Goalie over to the side. Up top. Icing. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Coaster, Langen. Face off clean when the Langen keeps it in. Drops for Adam, skips over his stick. Bats it down low for Dylan. Dylan through the slash at the hash at the top of the circle. Stop. Blocked into the corner. Adams on it. Ryder turns, drops. Nope, skates it. Now he drops to Dylan. Dylan at the hash mark. Ryan in the middle shot. Misses high and wide. Dylan off the rebound. Oh, side of the net. Adams behind the goal line with it. Drops for Dylan. Dylan explodes off the wall. Ryan takes it from him. Ryan centers one, hits the goalie stick behind the net. Okanagan with it. Backhands off the glass. Ryder can't hold this, but Langen pitches it right back in. Dylan touches up. He's hard after it. Dylan's going to lay the body here. Nope. Stepped in by Adams. Okanagan through the middle connects. Langen picks this up. Kochuk misses everybody. Icing. Penny, Ball, Day, Kochuk, Granville. Kochuk won by Penny. Day, or sorry, Granville off the glass. It might be on net. Yep, goalies have to play it. Throws it over to a soft spot. Liam's not going to get there. Okanagan picks it up. Andrew steps in through the hands. Still has it, though. In the corner, Andrew with the body. Gets help from Penny. Turned over down low. Chase covers. Penny wins this to Granville. Granville overskates it, gets it right back though. Rims it behind the net for Duraney. Duraney up ahead for ball. Ball's got Day through the middle. Drops for Penny instead. Penny skates this in onside. Throws the brakes on. Takes a look. Ball one timer. Fans on it. Okanagan now with numbers. Through the middle. Parker steps with Andrew. Goes wide. Andrew stops fast. Doesn't connect. And behind the net. Penny back into the line for ball. Ball. Turns the corner. Hits a stick. Day gloves this down. Throws it to himself. Day stood up at the blue line. Gives chase though. Through the middle. Connects. Up turned over. And Tea's got Kale far side. Doesn't get there. Kale pulls this through the middle. And Tea got Kale. Shot. Scores! Kale! Good feed by Jake and Tea. Finds Kale in the slot. And he scores. Hearts and Tea Thornton. Fink. Duraney. Puck tipped in. Back door. Nope. Chase makes a save. Thought he was going to go backdoor pass there. Shot short side. Oh, whoops. Face off to the left of Chase. Hart from the dot. Ties this up. Nope. Wins it to Parker off the glass. He's got it. Kale up ahead. Good glove by the Okanagan D. Parker on it. Through the middle. Kale can't get this. It was behind him. Hartz gives chase. Back into the long. Parker steps. Poked in deep. Fink gives chase. Fink gets there. Parker can't poke this along to chase. Or to chase, rather to Kale. It's behind chase now. Parker with a stick on this. Fink skates into it. Nope. Poke past him. Parker with it. Gets it over to Kale. Kale with a little bit of time. Off the glass. And Teo jams them up. Puck comes back to D-Ray. In the zone. Parker rips hard around. And Tea's not going to get there. That's going to go for an ice. Face off to the left to Chase. 2:40, third or second period, rather. Ryan wins this. Okanagan gets there, though. Rimmed around up to the point. Ryder pokes this past the D. Ryder can't get it out. That's offside. Yep, they played it. Face off outside of the zone. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Costa, Langen. Win to Langen to Costa. Costa to Dill. Excuse me, to Ryan. Turned over. Ryder picks it up, though. Drops it to Langen. Langen hits Ryan. He tips in deep. Dylan hard after it. Gets there first. Adams, puck top free. Okanagan with it. Chip past Langen. Icing arm is up and calm. Face off. Tied up in the corner now on Kai stick. Kai soft chip down the ball. Ball behind the net. Or, I mean, today to ball. Now ball with it. Ball far side. He's ran off the puck. Day comes in. Oh, tries the toe drag shot. Poked off his stick last second. Okanagan breaks out with it. They've got numbers. Andrew is going to go for a trip. Coach off with a trip. Not much of one, but enough to draw the whistle. Gonna send Kale and Parts with Durrani and Fink. 137 left in the period. Face off will be to the left of Chase. Pro chalk for a trip. Parts in to take the drop. Tied up in the feet. Okanagan's going to take this free. Arthur on him. Up to the point. To the side. Dale swipes this down low. Fink on it. Fink rims it around. Let's get a bounce. Not going to get a bounce. Up to the point. Down the side of the net shot. Wide. Gets a big bounce out of the zone. Hartz gives chase. Takes this away at the red line. Hartz throws this in deep. Good job, Hartsy. Tail in on the forecheck. Near side. Through the middle connect. Shot through. Tipped wide. Puck out of the zone. How's that icing? The ref goes, yep, I fucked up. It happens. Shouldn't have been a whistle there. He knows it. Face off, one by Penny. So you got Penny and Atea with Coops and Langen. Through the middle, they got numbers. Penny hard on the back check. Puck is dropped. Puck sets up. Hits Langen's skate, goes right back to him, though. 30 seconds left in the period, 53 on the PK. Costa over, ties this up. Costa goes down. Langen pokes off this puck. Puck goes under Costa. Penny's going to get this out. 15 seconds left in the period. Puck dropped by Okanagan. They regroup, enter the zone. Langen sends them wide, pokes this away. Jack on this puck. Throws this. Oh, jeez. Jack ran. That'll do it for the period. I completely forgot. 10 seconds left in the PK. Lakefield and Toyster with Fink and Durrani. Puck broken in by Okanagan. Durrani stands him up. Dealing with the puck, delays. He's got a man coming out of the box, so he waits. Sends this to Ryan. Ryan cuts into the middle. Andrew off. Ryan enters, shoots. Ryan, that's 3 for Toyster. Goalie got 95% of that. Puck rolled on edge over the goal line. So Honey Baked beat the Mississauga Sens pretty good earlier today. So Fox needs to expand this lead by, I believe, two more goals to secure the number one seed. Goal differential will be the determining factor between the two since they didn't play head to head. Not that it matters much, one or two, but it's always nice to have the one seed, right? Molyneux and Ball, Penny, Granville, Prochop. Thrown down low. Kai sauces one. That's picked off, but it comes to Andrew. Andrew down for Ball. Ball fans on it goes right to Andrew. Andrew walks down low. He's stuffed. Andrew with it at the red line now. He looks, drops it for Jack. Granville hits Ball. Ball goes back to Granville. Granville to Andrew. Andrew retreats, takes a look, rips it ahead. Easton just tips this along. Fox gets a partial change here. Icing. Now look at a full pinch. Hartson, Thornton, and Antea with Hoops and Langen. Face off, one by Okanagan. They rim this around. Kale's going to get there first. Kale up in the air, gloves this down, gets tied up. Gets it to Antea. Antea takes a hit back to Kale. Kale pulls it along the boards, picks it up for Jake. Jake picks it up off the boards, goes through Kale's feet, turned it back around, Costa steps down. Switches with Hearts. That's poked past him. Langen picks this up. Langen spins off the boards over to Mason. Mason back to Langen. Langen off the glass. And Taya, oh, that's offsides. Yep. Chunk and Fink. No, Durrani and Fink. Adams, Day, Lakefield out now. Penny wins this. Fink goes cross ice, misses Durrani. Durrani up top on Ryder's backhand. Good pick by Ryder off the boards there. Knuckle pucks one across for Day. Penny drives this in, poked off his stick. Day with a stick lift. Good baseball skills there by the Okanagan player. Gets this all the way down. Face, backhand stops this. Off the board. Day doesn't quite get there. Okanagan still with it. Turns at the top of the circle. Shot. Two saved by Chase. Puck pops right up the Ryder. Ryder starts the soft chip through. Hits a stick, but comes to Penny. Penny enters with Day. Penny shot. Kicked into the corner. Day, Penny. Pokes past both of them. Ryder can't keep it in. Ryder backhands one for Prochop. Prochop for Day. Day and deep. Okanagan goalie out to play it. Backhanded along. Kai and Hart's out now. Adams comes to the bench. Ball goes out. Puck in past Andrew. He gets back. Takes away the hands. Takes away the puck. Andrew behind the net with it. Cycles it for Granville. Granville behind the net to Andrew. Andrew back to Jack. Jack behind Chase now. Up for Kai. Kai flips it. Oh, good glove. Had ball rushing far side or near side rather. Gets stick by Kai. Takes it to it. Kai to Easton. Easton enters his zone. Gets it to Kai. Kai tries to get one to Hearts in the middle. Stuff comes right back to him. Kai on the blue line. Ball pulls it forward. Poked off his stick. Hearts spikes this in deep. Kai gives chase. Pop free to Langen to Ball on the red line. Easton through two. Drags it through. Easton in. Drops the Kai. Oh, tries to drag it through. Couldn't. Pop off his stick. Deep to Langen. Back off the boards. He's got Kale. Kale up to Kai. Kai slides into Day. Day goes to Kale. Crushes the glove it down. Goes on net. Ripped all the way down. Icing. Mantea, Thorrington, Day, Fink, Duraney. It's like Kale's gonna take this draw. Wins this plane to Fink. Fink shot through, glove save. Love to see Jack Fink get one here. Just heard right before the game his grandma, Dan's mom, passed away last night. So our condolences to the Fink family. Love to see him get one right here. Face off tied up. Okanagan pulls it out. Through the middle. Duraney takes this away. Drop chip to Kale's behind him. Kale gets this free. Goes behind Antea. He overskates it. Day pokes it through again. Day goes down, still on it. Tries to back in one to Parker. He slides into the boards. Kale and out. Kale pokes this up to Parker. Parker off the board. Sends one down. Glove save. Lightfield, Adams, and Toitcher over the boards. 11-11 left, third period. 5-1 Fox lead. Face off, one to Dylan. Pulls this out. Drops it up to Granville. Over to Andrew. Dangerous play. Andrew did just enough to keep that out of harm's way. Offside. Same fiver out. Ryan wins this forward. Dylan gets a stick on it. Dylan pokes it free. Ryan gets chased in the corner, gets help from Adams. Ryder up top for Granville, off the wall. Shots going a few feet wide. Big rebound. Andrew thought about stepping, bails out. Andrew pokes this past the forward, gets it to Ryder. Ryder enters by himself. Overskates it. Get the stick on this. Okanagan with it now. In the corner. Get past Kai. Granville stands him up. Fox loose on the boards. Okanagan, just out of Kai's reach. Through the middle. Ryan gets a stick on this. And Granville gets the rest of it. Too far for Adams, though. Okanagan fans on it. Adams throws it in deep. Okanagan in the corner with it. Up to the wing. Tips in deep. Coops, first one there. Rims it around for ball. Ball picks this off the wall. Far side hits Kai. Kai enters. Got Braxton crashing. Kai ran off this fuck. Ball lines him up. Gets tipped around. Langen. Puts middle. Chase blocker. Save. Big rebound off to the point, though. Put over into the soft spot by Okanagan. Kai picks this up. Kai around one. Don't do it. Oh, now he flips one through the middle. Trying to hit ball. I stick. Gonna have Hart's, Day, Thorrington, Coops, Langen. Face off in the zone. Hart's gonna take the draw. Tied up. Okanagan takes this. Back behind the net. Chip passing him. Hart's gets chased. Up along the wall. Chip to the middle. Kale takes this away. Post in deep. Okanagan turned away by Langen. That's up into the netting. Face off one by Okanagan. To the point. Shot through. Blocked. I think by Day. Yep. Got another shot through. And Langen gets a body on this. Kale pokes it down low for Jack. Okanagan. It's in Liam's feet. Hart skates into it. Tips it off the boards. Got Kale behind the play. Kale goes for a stick lift. Doesn't quite get there. Hart's lines him up. And Taya lines him up. Puck comes to Fink. Okay. Mikhail in deep. Nope. Okanagan throws this to Langen. To Hartz. Hartz drops for Antea. Antea through the middle, hits Kale on the shin. Right back to Antea. Puck in the corner. Okanagan is going to break this out. Fink with the body. Dylan with the puck. Off the boards for Fink. He's got Adams through the middle. Just misses Antea. Icing. Fink and Durrani on the back end. Antea, Adams, Lakefield at forward. He's off to the left of Chase. Dylan in. Parker with it. Off the boards. Good body by Okanagan. Dylan with the hit. Turned over. Shot goes wide. Fink picks him up in the corner. Rides him up along to the hash mark. Good battle here. Gets help from Parker. Parker pulls it out D side. Slows it down. Dylan runs a little interference through the middle that touches Adams' stick. Goalie plays it. Plays it behind the snap for his D. Adams in on the forecheck. Chip minus him. And Taya to Adam. Oh, Adams through the middle. Dylan delays. Shot over the net into the netting. Penny, Ball, Molyneux, Trochonk, Granville. Penny in to take the draw. Okanagan takes this. Rimmed around. Granville doesn't get there. Poke pass, not past him, but around him. Ball through a couple of slashes. Turned over. Granville on it. Flips this. Glove down by Ball. Okanagan takes it though. Poked in deep. Granville picks it up. Goes D to D to Andrew. Spins back behind the net. Andrew up for Ball. Andrew activates. Ball flips one far side. Ty gets a stick on this. Has to turn it away D side. Over to Granville. Granville up for Ball. Ball around the hit in deep. Penny with it in the slot. Can't get a shot off. Okanagan with it. Tips around Kai. Ball picks him up. Easton in the middle. Flips one to Granville. Granville's got Penny with him. Jack enters the goal. Oh, gets one through barely. Easton calling for it. Doesn't go to him. Goes to Andrew. Andrew sends one through. That's blocked wide. Ball behind the net. Had Penny in front. Couldn't get a pass off to him. Cycles for Kai. Kai kicks it ahead. Kai tries to drag through. Turned over. Granville holds the blue line. Backhand one along. Ball picks this out. Around one, around two. Drops. Penny. Shot blocked. Kai. Shot through a lot of traffic. Loose. Kai. Wide. Okanagan just ices this down. Up, Chase plays it. Keeps it moving. Chase up to Langen. Langen skates into it. Enters the zone. Drops for Kai. Kai goes to Kale. Tip just wide. Hartz slides this down deep. Kale gives Chase. Turned over to Hartz. He's got Kale in the middle. Oh, doesn't get a good pass to him. It's in Day's feet. Day shot. Loose. Oh, Kale with it on the goal line. Couldn't poke it in. Langen with it now. Langen steps down. Day switches with him. Okanagan exits. Coops. Oh, man. Game five will stay out. Face off will come to the left of the Okanagan goalie. Dale gets the straw. Nope, I thought he did. Okanagan on it. Exits the zone. Enters the zone now. Tries to drag through. Fink can't. Parker on it. Spins out of this. Fink with it. Fink off the boards. Icing's waved off goalie. Sets this up. Puts in the corner. D to D picked off by Hartz. Hartz tries to poke it along. Can't. Backhanded along. Day gets this kick on this. Oh, gosh. 3-on-2. Kale hustles back off sides. Face off 1 to 5. Granville for Krochov. The tie tips to Penny. Penny's got Antea with him. Woo. Granville just throws this in deep. Fox touches up. 5 minutes left in the game now. Fox really needs another 1 or 2 here. Andrew on it. Doesn't connect with Antea. Goes through his feet. Granville steps. Gets tipped past him. Andrew picks him up in the corner. Andrew rims around hard for Kai. Kai picks this up off the boards. Backhands one for Penny. Penny ahead for Antea. 29-92. Shot wide, Braxton Penny. Penny tips around, a crashing forward in the middle. Couldn't hit it. Say, oh, yep, Jake's going to go for a trip here. Accidental, but a trip nonetheless. Hale and Hearts. Coops and Langen will stay out. 4:24 left. Is that a trip on Antea since Fox to the P test? Face off will be to the right of Chase. Hearts win this. Put in the corner. Okanagan will keep it. Shot blocked by Hearts. Glove down by Langen. Throwing the length of the ice. Ah, dang it. Didn't even say about that. Pick that on. Okanagan goalie settles it. Hearts gets Chase. Tail in. Almost gets a stick on this. In the middle. That doesn't connect. Tail picks him up. In the middle. Okanagan still with it. Tail sends him wide. Okanagan enters the zone now. Backhanded along. Hard steps. Langen shot block goes in the corner. Tail's not going to get there. Shot. Chase for the save. Shot wide. Tail blocks this. Hart skates it out. Backhands it along. Fox gets the change. 1 minute left on the PK. Penny turns them away. Kai pokes it away. Okanagan near side. Penny with it. Banks steps up, gets by him. D-Ray down, shot. Chase saved it point blank. Penny pulls it out. He's got Kai going 1-on-1. Penny joins it 2-on-2. Kai delays, throws the brakes on, sends one that's blocked into the corner. Penny behind the nets. First one there, ties up his man, ties the puck up. Penny still with it, kicks it free. Penny ridden off this. Okanagan pulls it out of the zone. 20 seconds left on the PK. Kai, Parker can't corral this. Down low, Parker with it now. Off the glass, out of the zone. 10 seconds on the PK, all the way down to the goal line. Goalie rips this out, connects to the middle. Hartson Dorrington back out. Okanagan with it. That will do it for the PK. Poked off his stick by Granville. Even strength now. Down low. Shot. Hits the side of the net. Granville bats this out of the air. Langen with the body. Granville behind the net. Centering pass. Nope. Okanagan with it taken by Granville. Thrown softly out. And Taya gives chase. Okanagan with it through the middle. Penny steps, gets a skate on this. Tied up. Bay tries to pull it out. Can't get that through. In on Granville and Langen shot chase glove save. Takes off one, put in the corner. Fink on it. Ridden off this, gets it back though, takes the hit, moves it along. In the corner, Day's going to give chase. 120 left. Post picks him up to the point. Ball or Day with it. Day, stop, tip ahead, glove down. Penny gives chase, doesn't get there. Coops with it. Going to get offsetting penalties here on ball and one of the Okanagan players. Right, 5-on-5 here. Thornton, Hart, and Teo, Duraney, Granville, left to right. Oh, forgot to stop the clock here. 57 seconds left. Teo, and Teo on this drop. Teo takes a hit. Arthur down low for it. Runs him off the puck, off the boards to the point. Teo pokes this out, pokes it around. He's got a Teo with him. Teo goes wide. Center's one hits a stick out of or not out of the zone, but into the corner. Rim hard around. Teo's gonna be the first one there. Backhands it along, not gonna get to Granville. Through the middle, picked off by Duraney. Parker enters the zone, onside, glove save, play. Granville and Duraney off Hoops and Fink on. Hartz, Thornton, and Taya stay. Breaks off, one by Okanagan in the corner. And Taya gets there, ties it up. Gets help from Hartz. Okanagan with it, chips through the middle. That's going to do it for the game. Fox moves on to the semifinals. I believe they're going to be the 2 seed now. Once everything's final, I think Mission's playing right now, and they're the 3 right now. So once everything is finalized, I will post the schedule. Either way, they play at 8:30 tonight. I believe right back here on the same sheet, 8:30 tonight. Ah, is it victory? Okay. Possibly at Victory Ice Center instead. But like I said, as soon as I know the final 4, I will post it and the times and locations.